Blog Talk Radio.
Please leave your message after the tone. Please leave your message after the tone.
Yeah, I got a message for you. Wrong.
Hello?
Yeah, where's
Hello?
Dale? Yeah,
What?
where's Dale?
I don't
Where's
know where
Dale
Dale's at.
All
How
right.
many times
Yeah,
have
all
you
right,
called? You ought to know who's calling.
Then. Well, he shouldn't tell me to call at this time then. How's that sound? Good night.
Well, that sounds pretty good.
Shut up. Damn inbred hick. All right, here we go. Friday Night Sports. How do you like that one? Here we go. Friday Night Sports with understanding the times in coalition with this. Last of the Mohegans was playing right there. Okay, everybody. Hey, that's what happens, you know. They tell me to call a number at a certain time, and then I got to listen to some nonsense like that. I don't know where he's at. I don't know. He's laying together someplace. You know, well.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas. The first reports say that President Kennedy has been seriously wounded by this shooting.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
Maybe not. Maybe. Hey, Neil, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Joe.
All right. Okay, you're unmuted. Okay, I'm having problems with the call lines tonight because I try to connect co-hosts, and I've got certain co-hosts that are supposed to be here, and you heard what I just got in the introduction. I got some weird moon back there. That higher. Why are you calling this number? How many times are we going to call it? I'll call it 20 times because that's what I was told to do. You know?
Right.
I mean, come on, man.
I tell you where to call. Mr. Joe. Call this person named Nina. They might be
I can't hear you, brother. I can't hear you. You got to talk a little clearer into the phone. You're muffled a little bit there. What'd you say? Neil, can you hear me? Hello? All right. Neil, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? All right. Maybe you can't hear me. I don't know. Can anyone else hear me? Let me check the chat room. All right. Bitbanker, he says he can hear me just fine. Oh, yes. Okay. It's the people on the phone. Well, all right. He just dropped again. Neil just dropped. I tell you what, guys. I tell you what. I think the sports show is a wash. You can't get. I got 3 people together. All right, Neil, you called in again, Neil. Why do you keep disconnecting on me, Neil? I'm going to reconnect you one more time. Hello, Neil. I got you connected live. I got you. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Joe.
Okay. Now, I don't know about what happened with Steven. I don't know what happened, but this has happened already a few times with him where he's turned MIA on us, okay? All right?
Yes.
And I spoke to him 2 hours ago and said, okay, you ready to do the sports show tonight? Yes, I am. Okay. So I take my time out to program this show. Brother Mercy, I texted him 2 hours ago. He never responded. So, I know it's Friday night. I know. It's Friday night. It's cuckoo night. I know that. It's cuckoo night. Everybody's got, I know. I understand. But and tell me, what's a good night to do the sports show? What's a good night to do it? I asked everyone, is Friday night good for everybody? Everyone said yes. Shall we do it at, at maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Because I know at 2 o'clock everyone starts getting the shakes, and that's what it seems like here. Well, here I am. I'm giving my money away that Blog Talk gave me. I'm giving it away. I'm letting everyone take a chance and make picks on Sunday NFL football. I'm giving the money. I paid everybody, and nobody can deny that. Every time I've lost, I've paid everybody, and this is money I could have put in my pocket, But Blog Talk Radio gave it to me because of the ratings of my show. And there's a budget I'm working with. So I decided to do a football show where I'd say, hey, let's have some fun. Let's pick winners and losers on a Friday night, and you can't pay people to show up because they can't control their elbow long enough. Come on, man. Come on. Anyway, Neil, you're here. You're here, Neil. Okay? You're here. And I drafted up the picks, so you're here tonight. So we could do the picks tonight. I mean, if anyone else wants to contribute here tonight or make a, I'm looking at people in the chat room. And people in the chat room are really ranking on us. They are. I mean, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. Do a show where we're giving free money away to co-hosts, and they can't show up. But anyway, all right, Neil, you're here. Neil, you're here. So it's going to be just you and me tonight. Brother Mercy's not here. I don't know why he's not. Who knows? Maybe he's got his own reasons. We know Steven's got his own reasons. Let me get my pen out and let's go over the picks and go from there, So here we go. Let's start with game number 1 here. Game number 1 would be the Vikings at the Atlanta Falcons. Both are playoff implication games. The Falcons have to win. The Vikings, they don't have to, but the Vikings are obviously a better team. They're favored by 4.5. So, Neil, it's just you and me tonight. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to pick first. I'm going to go with the Vikings. So talk to me, brother. Talk to me.
I'm going to have to take Atlanta.
You're taking Atlanta? Okay, that's the way to do it because that's the only way you're going to win if you go against me. All right, Atlanta, I got you. I'm documenting you right now. All right, the Houston Texans, who have serious problems. J.J. Watt's out for the year. Their Tom Savage is an unreliable quarterback. The Tennessee Titans, with Mariota as the quarterback there, they got problems. These are teams that have to rebuild and really think about their future. These are teams that are not going to make the playoffs most likely. But the Texans are favored by 6.5 at the Titans. The Titans have DeMarco Murray. We know DeMarco Murray. He played with the Dallas Cowboys. But he hasn't done much since he's left the Dallas Cowboys. So the Texans at the Titans, I'm going to pick first again. I'm going to say the Texans rebound from last week's loss, and I'm going to go with the Texans. And the Texans lost last week, by the way, and the Titans they lost also. So if they have any chance of going into the playoffs, Neil, I'm going to tell you right now they have to win this game. But they're playing at Tennessee, so what's your pick?
Tennessee.
All right, you're going against me again. Very good. All right, I like that. That's what makes it exciting right there. All right, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs are 6-5, I believe, or 6-4. I'm not sure. The Chiefs they started off the season by beating New England at New England. I mean, they started off strong. The Jets been up and down all year. The Jets are just a nobody. I don't think the Jets will ever be a good team. I mean, even when they had Bill Parcells during the 1990s with Vinny Testaverde and all that, and the Jets, they haven't won nothing since Joe Namath, for God's sake. But the Chiefs are playing at the Jets. I mean, this could be a trap game, but I got to go with the Chiefs on this. You got to agree with me on this. I mean, and the Chiefs have to win to stay in the contest here. So, if you want to go against me, that's fine, but I say the Chiefs got to win. I'm as a friend, I'll tell you, pick the Chiefs. Go ahead.
The Chiefs has dropped a couple games, so I'm going to say their comeback will be against them, so I'm going to pick the Chiefs.
All right, Chiefs, I agree with you. Chiefs, I agree. Okay. All right, the Denver Broncos are in trouble. This is the Denver Broncos at the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins have nothing either to offer us. But they're playing in Miami. I mean, the Broncos have a player suspended, Talib, for fighting against Crabtree for the Oakland game last week. He's suspended. That's a key player on defense that's going to be suspended. The Broncos, they have no quarterback. The Dolphins have no quarterback. Jay Cutler was not the answer for the Dolphins this year. But the Dolphins have a little talent on the outside with the receivers. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going with the Dolphins, and I think John Elway, as general manager for the Broncos, has done a piss-poor job. So I'm going with the Dolphins because John Elway, he pisses me off. John Elway was a good player, but I never liked him. I never liked him. You know, I mean, he was a good player. You can't deny that. But John Elway as the GM for the Broncos, I've never liked him, even when he was a quarterback, because he did that crap with Homeland Security. I never liked John Elway from the get-go. So, all right, I see Brother Mercy just tuned in here. So give me that pick real quick, Neil. Broncos at the Dolphins. Give me that pick.
I'm going to take Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, like I said. All right, Brother Mercy didn't miss too much, so I'm going to go ahead and connect him. And, Brother Mercy, I kind of chewed out the co-hosts tonight, especially Steven. I didn't chew you out because you've been here, but, you know, here we are. I'm trying to give money away out of my own pocket here for us to have a good time here and bring ratings into Blog Talk Radio. But we'll talk about that in the future. So I'm going to connect Brother Mercy, and I need you to catch up here with our picks. We're only 3 picks into it, so you can catch up with us. So, Brother Mercy, he's on here. Brother Mercy, are you there? Can you hear me, Brother Mercy?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I'm glad to be here, man. It was a great show last night.
All right. Yeah, it was a good show last night. I agree 100% it was. But tonight we're doing sports, so the first to catch up. Well, we got Neil on the line. Neil has been here all the time. I want to say that Neil has been here. He will show up. Neil, when he says Steven, on the other hand, unreliable. Obviously unreliable. We all know him. Neil knows him. Very unreliable individual. He can give you his word and swear on his mother, and he'd still. I mean, I called his home, and his stepmom answered. She chewed us out here on the show. How many times you gonna call me? Well, how about you answer the goddamn phone? But anyway, all right. Brother Mercy, the Vikings at the Rams. Who do you got, real quick?
The Rams.
All right, Rams. No. My bad. That was last week. Vikings at the Atlanta Falcons. I picked the Vikings. Neil picked Atlanta. Who you got?
Who's favored?
Vikings are favored by 3.5.
Let me go with the Vikings.
Vikings. All right, Vikes. All right, Texans at the Titans.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, but it's a game, though, that has no real playoff implications, though. We talked about that already, so you missed it. But really, they're teams that are going nowhere this year. You know, they got to rebuild. They got a lot of problems, you know.
So you said Texans and who?
Texans and Houston Texans are playing at the Tennessee Titans.
Let me go with the Titans.
All right, very good. All right, we're catching up here good so we can make some headway. All right, the Kansas City Chiefs are playing at the New York Jets. Chiefs are in trouble, but they have to win to stay in the hunt. The Jets are done. They're done. They have no hopes of making the playoffs. They're done. And unless a miracle happens, they've lost 7 times already this year. So, Chiefs at the Jets. Who do you like?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Yeah, all right, Chiefs. All right, I agree with you. All of us picked the Chiefs on that. I agree. So no one's going to lose ground on that one. And then when you called in, my brother here, Neil, was talking with me about the Broncos at the Dolphins. Both teams, no quarterback. Jay Cutler is not the answer for the Dolphins. Jay Cutler needs to hang it up, put the football on the rack, and say, hey, I gave it my best shot. The Broncos, Brock Osweiler, he stinks. The Broncos, and we were talking about John Elway as the GM. If John Elway don't turn it around, I'd say fire him too. I never liked John Elway. You called in when I was saying that. But it's the Broncos at the Dolphins. Who do you pick? I picked the Dolphins. Neil picked the Dolphins. Who do you like?
Who's favorite?
No, I don't have the numbers on that one.
I'm going with the Broncos.
Wow, okay, all right. So he breaks the monotony. Okay, all right, good. That makes it exciting then. All right, next game. Now we can start rolling here. The Indianapolis Colts are playing at the Jacksonville Jags. Come on, guys. Is this a trap game? Are the Jags that good, or are they just another flop again? I mean, the Jags, they play so good. They got a good running back. They got a good defense. You know, their quarterback plays good one week and then sucks the next. Bortles plays good one week. The next week, he sucks. So, you know, it's like, you know, you never know with the Jags. But you got to go with the Jags. I'm going with the Jags. You have to. You have to. They got all that talent, man. The Colts, well, Brissett is, you talked about him in the past, Brother Mercy. You always liked Brissett. He was under Bill Belichick in New England. He's the starting quarterback for the Colts. The Jags are favored by 6.5, by the way. So, Brother Mercy, go ahead and give me your pick.
I'm going to go with the Jags.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Jags, too. Okay, all right. Neil, talk to me. You got our picks. What's up?
The Jaguars.
Yeah. All right. I agree. All right. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Green Bay Packers. Both teams Packers are still in the hunt for a wild card, but they are way out of it. Again, Aaron Rodgers, he's out for the season. Tampa Bay, Winston's out. I mean, both teams are playing basically for pride, but they're playing at the Packers. Lambeau Field is always a hard place to play, even since I've been watching the Green Bay Packers since 1979, when they had no team during the 80s until they got Favre and Reggie White and Gilbert Brown and all those guys. I would say it was always tough before that, and I believe it's tough now with Aaron Rodgers out. And they have no running back. I got to go with the Packers. Tampa Bay, by the way, has only won 2 times in the history of the franchise at Green Bay. So you got to go with the Packers. You got to be an idiot to go against them. But then again, you know, they did win 2 times. So I could be eating my words again. So, Brother Mercy, Tampa at Packers. Who do you like?
I'm going with the Packers.
Yeah, I agree. Neil, talk to me, Neil.
Packers.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, well, not much separates us right now, guys. Right now, only Neil will walk away here with Atlanta pick in the beginning. Right now, only Neil is walking away. If me and Brother Mercy are wrong on the Atlanta game, Neil would win right now, thus far. So I'm just letting you know we got the same picks all the way down except for the first game, Vikings at Atlanta, where Neil picked Atlanta and Mercy and I picked the Vikes. So right there, Neil could win. That's gonna as of right now. We still got 6-7 more games to go. So I just want to let you know because I keep track. I write everything down and I look at the odds here of who's going to win. All right, Detroit Lions at the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens last week with Terrell Suggs, great win. I mean, they're playing at Baltimore. The Lions have to win or they are out of the playoff race. So the Ravens have to win also to keep track with Pittsburgh and their division. I mean, I'm going to let you guys pick first. I've been picking first. I'm going to go. Neil, I want you to pick first on this one. Come on, I want you. Since I just said that you're dividing us, Neil, I want you to pick first, and I'm going to let you know right now the Ravens are favored by 5.5 points. So go ahead, talk to me.
Baltimore.
All right, Neil, jumping out in front. Ravens, okay. Talk to me, Mercy.
I'm going with the Ravens.
Now it's my turn. I'm going with the Lions. The Lions got embarrassed on Thanksgiving Day, and I'm going to say the Lions are going to bounce back after that long rest, and they're going to beat the Ravens. This is the trap game. This is the game that I believe we're going to come out. Now, there's another game here now I think we may be divided on, guys. I don't know. We're going to see. The New England Patriots are playing at the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo has to win. New England doesn't have to win, but New England should win to keep home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And we know you got Tom Brady, but Buffalo, the defense has been taking a pounding. And, Neil, I remember in the beginning of this year, you said Buffalo has a good defense. So far, they haven't shown it. And so I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to pick first, guys. I'm going to jump out on this one. This is going to be my upset pick of the week. I'm going with the Bills over New England. Come on, talk to me, guys. Brother Mercy, you first. Talk to me.
I'm feeling patriotic, so I'm going with the Patriots.
All right. Yeah, all right. Okay. This is where I break away from you guys. Go ahead, Neil. Talk to me. Come on.
I'm a Patriot, too.
All right. This is where I'm going to win, guys. This is where I'm going to win. Mark my words. Guys, when you watch football this weekend, remember, Joe said the Bills. Son of a bitch. I bet he won. Come on now. All right. Here we go. 49ers at the Bears. 49ers, a team that really has nothing going for them except a big draft pick. I would say you'd be stupid to win. I would say just lose the rest of your games and get the number one draft pick. I mean, but they're professionals. Oh, bullshit. You know damn well the GM and offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator are telling them you better lose. We want that number one draft pick. We're out of the playoffs. They're out of the playoffs. They're playing at Chicago. Chicago has a slim chance of being a wild card team. A slim chance. But they're playing at Soldier Field in the month of December. I believe Chicago's got some pride in there. I got to go with the Bears. Talk to me, Brother Mercy. I'm going with the Bears.
I'm going with the Bears.
Neil, talk to me. Bears. All right, we all agree on that one. Soldier Field. I mean, come on. Yeah, you got to agree. It's got legacy with it, you know? December. I remember back in the day in 1985, Mike Ditka. 1986, Mike Ditka. 1987, Mike Ditka. You know what I mean? Remember those days, Soldier Field? I mean, come on. You can't deny that, man. You got to go with the Bears in December. I remember that as a 14-year-old kid watching the Bears, man. It's snowing out, you know. I mean, come on. Yeah, you know, you got to remember, you know, you got to go with the Bears. Come on. All right. The hapless Cleveland Browns at the Los Angeles Chargers, The Browns got their star receiver. Now, this guy receiver is, I forget his name, Josh something. I mean, Brother Mercy, do you know this guy? He was suspended for 2.5 years for substance abuse. He's come back. Before he was suspended for 1.5 years, he averaged 200 yards a game in receiving. He's a star receiver. We got to get his name. I wish I had my internet up right now. I'd type it in. This receiver is awesome. This guy is something. But he's coming back this week, and they're playing at the Chargers. I'm going to tell you right now, the Chargers beat my Cowboys on Thanksgiving. The Chargers have to win to stay in the playoff hunt. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to stick my neck out and say the Browns win. The Browns win. What's up? Talk to me, guys. Come on. Brother Mercy.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the I don't want to make this. I mean, I have to pick this, but I don't want to make this pick. I'm going to go with the Chargers because they beat my Cowboys. Right. So I don't like them, but they're going to win.
I know. Talk to me, Neil.
I'm going to go to Chargers.
Chargers, too. Okay, this is where I may give back that upset of the week, but I just got to stick my neck out because I'm a fan of this receiver. He's got zero body fat. This guy is star. I'm telling you, he can grab the ball. He's like another Randy Moss, you know. I mean, he's a freak. This guy is good. You guys need to look him up. Brother Mercy, look this guy up. I'm telling you, he's starting after so long, and this guy is excited about coming back. He's got fresh legs. I'm telling you, the Browns can do something with this guy, and if they get a good draft pick next year and get themselves a good quarterback in the draft, this could be a good team finally, you know. All right, let's go. Move on. The Giants, who Eli Manning is being benched for Geno Smith, playing at the Raiders. The Giants, the Giants, guys, how sorry are they? And they bench Eli Manning, a 2-time Super Bowl winning quarterback. They bench him? They should bench the freaking coach. They should bench the defensive coordinator. I mean, not Eli Manning. Come on, man. You know, how could you do that? The guy won 2 Super Bowls. He beat the undefeated New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, Eli Manning. And the guy's got a 210-game starting streak going on, and now he's going to lose it. I'm going to tell you right that's an organization that is in disarray right now. I'm happy about it because my Cowboys play in that division, so I'm happy, and hopefully it'll take like 5 years for the Giants to recover after this. So so I'm going with the Raiders, guys, the Raiders. Talk to me, Mercy. Talk to me, Brother Mercy. Who do you like?
Yeah, the Giants, I think they gave up this year. I think they know they're not going to the playoffs. So I think that's why they benching Eli, because they know they're not going to make the playoffs. So I'm going to go with the Raiders.
Okay. All right. I agree. All right. Neil, talk to me. Raiders?
Raiders.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't go against the grain on that one. You can't. You got good picks going on right now. You may, and by the way, Neil won the last time we were on the show, by the way, and because of the holiday, we missed 2 weeks, 2 sports shows. Sorry about that, but we may miss Christmas too. I'm gonna try not to do that to you guys. But again, one of our co-hosts didn't show up, and that pisses me off in a way. So, but anyway. All right, we got the Carolina Panthers. Big game, guys. Big game. And this has implications for me and Brother Mercy because we want the Cowboys to make it into the playoffs. And we kind of need the Panthers to lose because they're in the wild card slot that the Cowboys are going after. So the Panthers at the Saints. The Saints lost last week. I believe the Saints are going to rebound. I'm going for the Saints, and I'm picking the Saints. Talk to me, Brother Mercy.
Yeah, the Saints got 2 great running backs. 2 great running backs. So I'm going with the Saints.
Yeah, I agree. Talk to me, Neil.
Saints.
All right. Wow, Neil, I thought you were going to pick Carolina. Oh, wow. All right. The Rams at the Cardinals. The Rams, they had a big win against the Saints. You know, they got to win basically to stay pace with the Saints in the division. So, I mean, the Cards, I don't have any information on the Arizona Cardinals. I really don't. So I'm blind on this one. So I'm just going to go by records. And I got to go with the Rams because I'm tired of throwing money away here. So there's only so much left in the budget here from Blog Talk Radio, so I kind of need to win a couple weeks here. So I'm going with the Rams. Talk to me, Brother Mercy. Rams at the Cardinals. Can Fitzgerald and Carson Palmer pull off something? Can they?
Well, Todd Gurley, as I told you before, went to my school, University of Georgia. So I'm going with my school, the Rams.
All right. Talk to me, Neil. Rams. Okay. Wow. We're not divided too much on these games. We're only divided like 2-3 games, guys. So we only need to pay attention to a couple games here. Otherwise, it's going to be a draw, I think. All right. Well, I think this game may divide us. This is the Eagles at the Seahawks. You know what? As much as I hate the Eagles, Dallas has got to catch the Seahawks also in the wild card race. Because they play the Seahawks in 2 weeks, by the way. So they play the Giants, then the Seahawks. So the Seahawks have got to lose this game. They got to. So I'm picking the Eagles. I'm going with the Eagles. Hopefully they win, they get home field advantage, and Dallas plays them in the playoffs, and beats them. Well, we can only hope. But go ahead, Brother Mercy, talk to me.
Yeah, this is a good game.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. It's a Sunday night game, by the way, so it's on TV. So it's going to be a good game.
I do want the Seahawks to lose, but I'm going to pick the Seahawks.
You're picking the Seahawks? Oh, my God. Oh, wow. All right. Oh, my God. Talk to me, Neil. Talk to me.
What's the point spread, Joe?
Oh, God, the Eagles are favored by like 7.5 points. Oh, wait, well, no. I'm wrong. They're favored by, hang on, let me look at it. From what I could see, 3 points. They're favored by 3.5. 3.5. The Eagles are favored by 3.5.
Seahawks.
Seahawks too. Oh wow. I'm going with the Eagles against everybody. Wow. All right, I love it. I love this because I'm going to be watching this game, so I'm going to be rooting against you guys. I like it. All right, last game, last pick, guys, and then we can talk it out and wrap up the show. The Pittsburgh Steelers are playing at the Bengals. The Bengals have to win to try to hope to be in the playoffs. Now, listen, last year I picked the Bengals to go into the Super Bowl. They failed me. This year I thought they'd be in the playoffs, and now they're clinging on for their life. A.J. Green, I believe, is a good receiver. You know what I mean? And I just believe they got a good team. I mean, their coach is good. I just don't understand. I mean, I'm going to go with the Bengals in an upset. And they're playing at the Bengals. So I'm going with the Bengals, guys. Talk to me. Brother Mercy, last pick of the night. Go ahead, talk to me.
I'm going to go with Pittsburgh.
Okay, you're going. Hey, now we're breaking ground. We're breaking ground because this decides it. Go ahead, Neil. Talk to me.
Got to go with Pittsburgh.
All right, we're breaking ground here. Okay, so this is good actually because Neil, you disagree with me and Brother Mercy on 2 games, and Brother Mercy and I disagreed on 3 games. So this is good. So we got some important games to pay attention to. I just always hope you guys write them down. I document everything. And Brother Mercy, I know you still got one $25 money order coming your way. I know that you still owed 1 payment here from the bank here. So you'll get that this week, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, and everyone else here, as far as the chat room goes, let me check in the chat room. There's not too many people in the chat room tonight. Let's see here. Yeah, I know. I agree, Bitbanker. I agree with you 100% in the chat room. I do. As far as the co-host situation goes, I know Neil's been here. Neil, your phone sounds a little bad a couple times, but I understand. Brother Mercy, you showed up late on us. I was a little upset at you, but you did that last time. But as long as you showed up, that's what matters. Stephen, this is the 3rd time in a row now he hasn't showed up. He told me 2 hours ago he was going to be here. I need a 4th co-host. I really need a 4th man because it makes it more interesting for the picks, you know? So, I mean, if he can't be responsible and show up, can't control himself on a Friday night, I don't know. I mean, everyone likes to go out and have a good time on a Friday night, but come on, man. Don't tell me you're going to be here and don't show up. Just tell me you can't be here, and then I could think of something else to do. You know? Come on. It's called being responsible. But anyway, Brother Mercy, you got anything you want to add on to the show or talk about last night's show? Or Neil, if you got something to say, I'll go with Brother Mercy first. Go ahead, Brother Mercy. You got any final thoughts here?
Yeah, I was going to say that, it's not that late. It's not even 8 o'clock yet. So, it's not that late on a Friday. So, it's pretty early. So, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Unless you go happy hour.
Drunk already.
Unless you go happy hour or something. Well, maybe go happy hour, you know. But I just wanted to say that, I think this is a good show. Last night's show we talked about the virgin birth, and I think that was good, with the Christmas season coming around. And so I just think that's good, and I'm glad you're doing a football show.
And Neil, I'm hoping Neil would jump into some of these political discussions. I know Neil doesn't want to really probably get into the religious discussions of the aspects of our other 2 shows, but Neil, Sundays and Thursdays, I got your number here. I'm going to write it down. If I think a topic is going to concern you, like, like the Confederate flag, when we talk about the Confederate flag, stuff like that, I'd like to put you in on the conversation here and get you on the show where you can listen in or these important topics that affect us as Americans here today or as just being fellow countrymen. I'd like to get you on here and, contribute. So if you're interested, I'll call you. If you don't like it, you just go ahead and hang up. That's all. So, but we did have a great show last night. And Neil, you got anything you want to say? Say hello to anybody. We do got a number of callers here on the line that are just listening, and we got a number of people in the chat room. So if you want to say anything, go right ahead, or we'll get ready and wrap up the show and continue on for Sunday's show.
Yeah, I got the Confederate flag, but I wouldn't say
You're breaking up on me, Neil. You're breaking up.
Somebody set me, and I say you need to stand up and pray.
All right, Neil. I can't hear you, Neil. I can't hear you. Your phone's muffled.
Yeah, every time I cut in, somebody scratches on the other end. But all I was going to say is need more prayer in schools and things like that, and the hell with the damn flag.
All right. Well, anyway, okay. All right. Well, anyway, guys, I want to thank Brother Mercy for joining us, Neil for joining us, making our picks tonight. That's good. Of course, we have a good show. Brother Mercy did a good show last night. You can pick it up on archive. It's Understanding the Times in which we live in today. Just look it up. And also, we do a show on Sundays and Thursdays. Brother Mercy, hopefully he'll do another show real soon for us here. Mandela Khan may do a show here this week, I'm hoping. And, I welcome everyone to have a voice. Listen, we're on the Internet. We have an alternative voice to voice our opinions and talk about things that are important where many, many, many people worldwide can hear it. So it's so very important. You've got to take advantage of your First Amendment rights, just like your Second Amendment. Everyone talks about the Second Amendment. You have a right to bear arms. Well, you got a First Amendment too. Use that first. Talk things out. Talk to people, to each other. That's what's important. So, and then if it don't work and you got to defend those rights, then that's why you got a Second Amendment, I guess. So, but we'll get more into that anyway. God bless everyone. Take care. Thank you, Brother Mercy. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Take care. Good luck with your picks this week, guys.